I don't know if you get sick of hearing that song or not. Me, I love that song. For some reason, it's so chill, and I don't know. It's just kind of my mood most of the time. Some of you guys probably see me on here and say, "Oh man, this guy's probably like always listening to like heavy metal and stuff." No, not true. Today we're going to be doing a behind the scenes look into Uscreen. Actually, Uscreen is the video on demand platform that I host my courses and my videos and such for the self-publishing-hub.com. And speaking of, I probably should have put this inside the description. I did. Hey, all right, how about that? So here's the deal. There is actually a link to Uscreen. You can do a 14-day trial, 14-day free trial, no obligations, nothing like that. For some reason you do 14 days and you say, dude, this is not my thing. You can go ahead, just discontinue. That's totally fine. But that's at dalelinks.com/Uscreen. And if you would like to see my video on demand service, it's called the self-publishing-hub.com. Again, that's the one and only, the self-publishing-hub.com. And if you're a channel member, chances are likely you see about a fraction of the videos that you would over on the self-publishing-hub.com. And I do appreciate channel memberships. Please understand that's really super cool. Never expected, always appreciated. But today we're going to be taking a dive into behind the dashboard of Uscreen so I can kind of show you how everything works here. So last time around, I showed you the whole upload process. We're going to go through that process again. We're also going to go into some behind the scenes look here in self-publishing with Dale, because I take some of these videos that we're doing for exclusives for Uscreen that we move over to the channel memberships. Not all the videos. All right, there's actually over 100 other videos on the self-publishing-hub.com. So all the links are down below. We're going to have a little bit of fun. It's a chill Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I want to give a big shout out to Benjamin D. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. That is really, really super cool. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Don't forget, when you... My cat wants to become a channel member. Don't forget, you can actually access all the channel membership stuff. This includes posts and relevant videos. If you go onto the main landing page here for this YouTube channel and you hit membership, and it'll have everything put out there. I was amazed. Yesterday, I opened up my YouTube dashboard and I looked at all the channel membership videos. Like, we're talking dozens now. I was like, whoa, when did I do all this? Apparently, if you just kind of chip away at it slowly but surely, it eventually comes around. So give me just a second. I want to set up chat. And if you guys got questions, whether about Uscreen or about self-publishing, please fire away. This is kind of a chill hang out with me type thing. And again, big shout out and thanks to the fine folks over at Uscreen. They do provide me access to their tools for free in return for showing it here to you guys. So that way you guys aren't thinking like, oh, he's trying to fool me into buying things. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why you guys turned into like 1920s mobster, but I guess it is what it is. All right, so... Alrighty, I have my chat window open and I just want to say what's up to Benjamin D. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Again, Benjamin, make sure that you're going over checking out all the previous videos. In fact, today you're going to see me literally launch a channel membership video. It's going to go through my service with Uscreen. It will also go through the YouTube channel memberships. So but you guys got questions, please fire away. I appreciate you tuning in today. And I'm sure there are other channel members. In fact, probably when we're done, I've got it on my checklist that I want to go through my channel members lists over on both YouTube channels. And I've actually got to put an end screen together so you guys can probably follow along with me. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to move this up here. I'm going to close out Slack for a minute. And, oh, I forgot to fix, we got to dial in my stuff here. You guys want to see how this looks? This is going to be like Inception here for just a second. You're going to love this. So we're going to switch it on over. So here is my dashboard. And I got to fix my Brio here because it always automatically defaults to white balance. And white balance always makes it look like poop. All right, that's about as good as it's going to get. And I want to fix focus. Great, apply, okay. Okay, good, not terrible, not bad. So we're gonna go ahead and move this back on over here. Ooh, all right, we got a question here. Hang on a second. I love it. Question. It has nothing to do with Uscreen. Totally fine. Totally fine. I just want you guys to chill. Like, Uscreen's the one who are bringing this to us. They're the ones responsible for me coming here. And I'll be doing this quarterly, every first Friday, or it's a first Friday every quarter. So, for instance, we're doing the first Friday here of December, excuse me. Then our next one will be in March. So it'll be at the last, the third, gosh, I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Just every 90 days. I don't know why I'm making it so hard. It really shouldn't be that hard. All right, so Benjamin, you had a question. My apologies. This is one of those days, man. It's a Friday. I'm excited. That has nothing to do with Uscreen, but I was wondering how Kindle Unlimited work. My ebook, Gust, officially released today on Amazon Kindle. Okay, so if you are enrolled in KDP Select, great question. And I'm so glad that you're asking, because there's a lot of people that are afraid that it's too, this is too newbie of a question. Please, that's what I'm here for. Now, if you ask me what KDP stands for, I'm just going to make you stand in the corner, all right? Kindle Direct Publishing. We're just going to answer that one right off the gate. But as far as Kindle Unlimited goes, so you enroll your ebook into KDP Select. You don't enroll any print books or audiobooks into KDP Select. So I wanted to lay that out first and foremost. And the ebook in which you enroll with KDP Select only affects that ebook, not any other ebooks inside your account, unless those ebooks are enrolled in KDP Select as well. All right, so it is a 90-day exclusivity agreement. And keep in mind that when you do sign up for it initially, it will set to auto renew. So this means that after 90 days, it'll auto renew. And they're not going to tell you. You're going to have to check in. So what I always recommend to a lot of authors when they're first starting out is test the waters with KDP Select with your ebook. And the reason is there is so much information about self-publishing out there. So much. There's so many nuances and little alleyways and many questions that have to get covered. And rather than feel overwhelmed at all of the possibilities, I tell people slow down, enroll your ebook for at least 90 days, the first 90 days. In the event that you're finding that you're not getting the results that you're looking for within those first 3 months, then deselect it. Get it out of KDP Select. So here's how KDP Select works. It allows you kind of an unfair advantage for a few reasons. Let's get the two out of the way that make the most sense. That is the 5-day free book promotion. This is great for getting reviews, gaining new readers, as well as getting more buy-through. So if you have a first in a series, or a book within a back catalog of books, then a free book promotion is a great way to kind of give a Costco sample, if you will. So that 5-day free book promotion, fantastic. It's great for getting reviews. So if you're building an ARC team, highly recommend a free 5-day book promotion, so that way you can get people to post reviews with the verified purchase review. Now, do you need to have a verified purchase review tag on your reviews for it to be legit? No, you don't. So long as the person who's posting has made at least $50 of purchases or more within the last year, they're going to be allowed to post the review. All right, now let's go over to the 7-day Kindle Countdown deal. 7-day Kindle Countdown deal is my favorite, but it's got limitations. I would love to see it expand beyond the US and UK. Now, those two countdown deals work completely separate of themselves. You actually have to set the Kindle Countdown deal for the US and the UK. Any other regions, sorry, it doesn't service that. Would love to see that, by the way. It'd be so cool, because the 5-day free book promotion goes across all of the different regions, whereas with Kindle Countdown deal, it's only those 2 regions. And here's what they do is they put you into a special category for Kindle Countdown deals, and they also place a little timer on your page to let people know that, hey, this is a special and it's only good till whatever date that might be. And you can break it down into increments. Let's say your book is $9.99 and you cut it down to 99 cents for the first 24 hours. And then the next 24 hours, you do it at $1.99 and you keep increasing it thereafter. Here's the cool thing about Kindle Countdown deals. Regardless of the price that you drop it to, you'll still be paid the 70% royalty unless you weren't in the 70% region originally. So this means that if you've priced your ebook between $2.99 and $9.99, you're going to get 70% royalty in most regions. There's a few regions that it doesn't affect that for whatever reason. When you do enroll, you remember the unfair advantage I was telling you about? When you do enroll in KDP Select, those very few regions that don't do the 70% switch to 70%. So it's globally you get 70% royalties on your ebook sales when you're doing KDP Select. And when you do a Kindle Countdown deal, they still honor that 70% level. So it is really, really, really cool feature. Now, here is the super unfair advantage by being in KDP Select. You've probably heard of this before, but I'm going to break it down pretty simple. And the Amazon bestseller rank, or what I sometimes call the ABSR, the Amazon bestseller rank is how Amazon ranks products based on the sales data that they have coming in within a given hour. Actually, it might be an hour or 2 hour. My brain's a little bit, fuzzy at this point. I woke up not too long ago. So, any rate though, when you have a book enrolled in KDP Select, somebody checks it out on Kindle Unlimited, that checkout works almost the same. Well, actually, it works kind of the same like a sale does. You're not going to get paid the same, but it's going to register the same through the ABSR like it was a sale. So in theory, Benjamin, you can become an Amazon bestseller without selling a single book. If people just check out your book through Kindle Unlimited, yeah, it's gonna boost that rank like crazy. I've had some books where they've had modest sales, but crazy page reads, and that really pushed it over. In fact, I know for a fact back in January 2016, when I was doing my first big bestseller, which was an Ultimate Home Workout Plan bundle, it was in KDP Select, and it was going on a price promotion, if I can recall. I'd have to go back and open it up. I've got it in an old report. And the report works to this day. Some of the, advertising strategy that I did then was, it is what it is. It's amateur hour, but I mean, that was 2016. I was hardly 2 years into the business. So hopefully that helped kind of cover things. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump behind the dashboard and let's get to work. I want to show you guys a little bit more about Uscreen and how I utilize it. And you guys can see just how easy it is to use. And by the way, what's going on, John Stevenson? Great to see you, buddy. It's so hard to get people to buy a free book. Am I right? Yeah. But here's the cool thing. When you do finally find somebody who really is legitimately interested in reading your book and they see it for free, you've got a reader for life. I found a really good author a number of years ago. His name is Mark Harmon, and a horror writer. And oh my gosh, he had a book that was... It was really good. Rushed. I think it's called Rushed. And no brainer. Like, I was like, I'm buying the rest of Mark's books. Like, I was just like, this guy's great. Which, shout out to Mark Harmon. I don't know him. I probably should find out who he is. So, Al, what's going on? Great to see you, buddy. Hello, everyone. I understand the free book part. Nice. Yeah, not everybody gets it, but, I thought I would go ahead and mention that. But great to see you, Al. Thank you so much for joining us here. So again, big shout out to the folks that are helping make this quarterly video possible. Uscreen, you can go and get yourself a demo if you stick around here, or you can also get a 14-day trial if you go over to dalelinks.com/Uscreen. That is an affiliate link, so meaning if you make a purchase through that, I do get a kickback. But if you get a free trial, guess what I get? Nothing. It's totally fine. It's all right. You are not pressured into doing this. I totally understand that some people, it's not within their budget. But why don't we go ahead? Let's get behind here. I'm sorry. I just had some sausage and hummus before I got on here. Don't judge me. I know it's a weird mixture. I just thought I would eat. Oh, I had some bananas too as well. Yes, the banana sticker, by the way, thing is kind of a funny thing because I love bananas. I eat lots of them. And also, I like monkeys. All right, so I'm in my Uscreen dashboard. And initially, when you go to upload a video, I need to shut off a couple of my programs that are running in the background right now. We don't need Pro Writing Aid right now. Okay, quit programming. There we go. So initially when you go to upload your videos to this video on demand hosting platform, you'd go to content and it'll automatically default to videos. And what I'll do is I'll hit upload videos and I'll drop it in here. Now, the reason why I'm not doing it while I'm broadcasting is I've only got a limited bandwidth here. So as soon as I would start uploading this, it would mess up this stream. So that's why I thought I would upload it before I got on today. So, my videos are so dense because of how I record them and render them. So I thought, it's probably better so that way I can still be able to, illustrate this here for you guys. So here I am. I uploaded a video that is actually, you guys are going to watch it fire off today. So this is going to go out to all of the channel members as well as the selfpublishinghub.com. Again, all links can be found inside the description down below. All right, so this is unedited. I sound like I'm going into a video. This is this is a video that I did a long form. I had published a video, let's see here, last week showing how to publish on Kindle Direct Publishing in a 10-minute video. And a lot of people were, well, I wouldn't say a lot, just a couple people were like, hey, that was kind of fast, man. I got to go back and watch that again. It's for good reason. A lot of people want that stuff fast. But I also realize a lot of people kind of want to go slow and take it part by part. They want to see the categories I select. They want to see the keywords that I put up there. Guess what? You get to see everything, like everything. There's no time lapse. There are a couple clips. The only reason why I would clip was because I would pause the video when I was recording to go to the bathroom, or I would pause it because it was processing a file. So legitimately, like the actual raw footage was like a little over 24 minutes altogether. And if I were to add in those little breaks, it took about a half hour to upload all 3 of those publications. Now, keep in mind, when I uploaded, I've got all of my metadata ready. And this means like my title, my subtitle, my description, my keywords, my categories. Why don't I go ahead, instead of just talking about it, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. And this is a process I highly recommend that you implement for any and all of your publications going forward. It is a great way to keep things organized and efficient. I'm all about optimizing my process. So let me go ahead. I'm going to bring this over here. And all right, so I've got my 48 hours keywords, metadata here. I'm just going to click it on open. What's going on, Jay Vlog? It's great to see you, buddy. Dale, I'm going to publish a Christmas stocking stuffer. It's so funny. I'm going to try to see if they will do one with smaller dimensions to fit a stocking. John, check out Ingram Spark. They've got small ones, 4x6s. You can take a look there. Book Vault. Book Vault's another one. If you do Ingram Spark, I believe, John, you're in the US. You should be able to get a free ISBN. Sorry, guys, if you're outside the US, you're not able to do that. Ingram Spark only gives it to them. Book Vault, you will have to come with your own ISBN, unfortunately. They don't do free ISBNs, but try Ingram Spark. And I'm not sure if you had caught that announcement this past week where I'd shared the Share and Sell program through Ingram Spark. If you want to do like a special deal for your family and friends, you can actually make a separate direct sales link, and it could probably just be the actual like print cost, the base print cost. So in other words, you wouldn't have to mark up family members. Be like, hey, you want to give me a second. I think my cat's behind me. Okay, I'm going crazy here. I thought she'd slip behind my chair, and it always makes me nervous because I move around so much. But you can do this Share and Sell page. I believe, hang on. I can probably tell you guys verbally what it is here. Give me just a moment. It might be dalelinks.com/share and sell maybe. The reason why I tell you this, John, is if it's a really cool stocking stuffer idea, share it with people. Like right now is a fantastic time. Okay, I think it might be dalelinks.com/share and sell. It is. Yes, it is. Okay, so my apologies, everybody. I'm all over the place. You guys can see my ADHD is rearing its ugly head today for sure. So I'll drop it inside the chat here. HTTP. Come on, Dale. What are you doing with all the caps here? Share and sell. All right, and I'm going to pin this so that way everybody gets the opportunity to grab that. So you can apply to become part of beta access if you're in the US, again, the US only, for the share and sell program. And so let's say, for instance, John, you're doing like a stocking stuffer of some sort. Go create like a very special link. Here's the cool thing is there's only like a $3.50 surcharge that Ingram Spark puts on your orders. Now, you don't have to pay for that. That's just put into the base print costs. So they'll tell you when you're making it on your page what your base cost is with the surcharge included. I'd recommend at least collect some money, so kick it above base print costs. I think your friends and family will appreciate that. But here's the cool thing is when you create that, it'll do a landing page. You can embed it onto your website as well. And there's also a QR code. It will only do one product on each page at a time. So if you want to do numerous books, you have to do numerous pages. But yeah, go apply for that program, John. And I think it's kind of cool that you're thinking stocking stuffers because this is the perfect time of year. If anything, I would have encouraged you to do it maybe 1 to 2 months sooner. But hey, better late than never, right? So let's get back to this. All right. I'm becoming so easily distracted. So what I would like to do is show you how, let's see here. I need this. I'm going to grab this description and we're going to drop it on into here. Oh, you know, I'm going to grab all. Yep. There we go. I did. I'm going to copy and then paste. There we go. I want to put that down here. I'm going to put a bulleted list. I like how when I copy and paste it on here, I don't have to create an individual link. Here's something really cool. It auto formats. So for instance, if I were to get this, you know, dash right here and then press space, it automatically turns into a bullet point. Nice little feature of Uscreen. I figured I would tell some of you guys and gals out there. Okay, so I need a shortened version of this. This would be my meta description. Actually, this is technically not it. This will show when people are looking through selfpublishinghub.com. All right, I change it to an author. So let's say, for instance, you end up having like a course and you bring in like an expert to do a video. You can always have the drop down and add more authors into here. Okay, so we're going to get to the custom thumbnail last. I'll handle that one very last. We'll be right back to it. Okay, so this is for the search engine optimization, unedited. I'm going to go ahead and put footage. And some reason I always just, I'm such a fickle writer when it comes to things like that. I just don't like having the capitalized letters. Okay, so the meta description, this is what I was just talking about before. We've got our keywords in here. I want to switch out this to where it says learn. So I'll say learn how to publish an ebook, paperback, and hardcover book through Kindle. We're going to go ahead and put, for SEO sake, Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. And then in parentheses right after that, KDP, because it's just going to forget about the parentheses and it's going to focus on the KDP part. I could probably slip in a couple more keywords in there, but I'm not going to go too crazy on it. KDP, boom, Amazon, KDP. Now see, these are search tags. So you guys know how you have autofills. This is kind of like the same thing. This is kind of like somebody starts searching it up, those search tags will pop up inside the auto-suggested. Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, how to publish an ebook, how to publish a paperback book, how to publish a hardcover book, and why don't we say publishing on KDP. I'm not going to go too buck wild on it. I probably could. Now, if you had like a trailer or like a teaser to this, you could always put it right here. I don't bother with that, to be honest. Caption files can be dropped here. Again, I don't usually go for the caption files unless it's automated. Now, this is going to be part of my subscription service, the selfpublishinghub.com, only $9.99 per month. Look at that shameless self-plug right there. All right, we're going to hit published. Okay, everything looks fantastic so far, but I need to see about creating a thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my preferred graphic design service called GIMP. Take care there, John. Okay, so I've got GIMP here. And by the way, GIMP is a free open source software. If you ever feel like following along, you can always watch here. I'm fairly good at it. I wouldn't say I'm an expert by any stretch. But what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for a good photo for this. Yeah, see, this gets tough, so I'm gonna open up here so you guys can see. These are all my headshots. So if you ever say, I've seen that thumbnail before, it's a good reason. I kind of stole that one from Graham Stephan. Not sure if you're familiar with Graham Stephan at all, but he recycles headshots a lot. Now, I don't need to have anything intense. I'm just thinking maybe like a positive face. Something happy. I don't like the hands up one. Ah, there we go. That's a good one. Okay, I'm just drag and drop it right on here. I'm going to have to adjust it, but I need to see what for 1600. So I have the transparent PNG background for this. And what I need to do is get these to where they match up in size. So we're going to move this to 1600, which I need to put it down to 1280 anyways for thumbnails, because you don't really need anything much larger than that. I mean, I've seen my thumbnails on large screen televisions. I got a 55-inch, and I've seen my thumbnails on there, and they look super clean. They're not great, but they still look clean. I usually put together the draft for a lot of the thumbnails, and then my graphics guy, John at Floxy, handles the rest. So if you've ever seen me in any of those Floxy commercials, now you know that I'm legit. Yeah, I love me some Floxy. In fact, we'll go into the dashboard for Floxy here today. If you got questions, please fire away, and I'll do my best to pay attention. I want to make sure that I'm still getting my stuff accomplished over here. So my apologies if it seems like I'm ignoring you. I promise you it's not purposeful. We're going to go ahead, hit save, and this is going to be full KDP tutorial. And I want to switch the folders. We're going to go into downloads, and I'm going to create a new folder. We're going to do this one, full KDP tutorial. The reason I'm going to put this into a separate folder is I want to make sure everything's ready for my thumbnail guy, so it's just a simple drag and drop. You're going to see there's a lot of my system of working that I really look for the most efficient and most optimized ways to do stuff. So by the way, I'm just blazing through, and you guys aren't knowing exactly what I'm doing. Let's do this. Let me just redo this here. Okay, so I've created a folder here of my two images, if you see here on the right hand side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on my head, which is going to be the top layer inside that folder. We're going to hit alpha to selection. See how it highlights them? Talking about myself in the third person. Okay, so it's highlighted. I'm going to create a new layer by left clicking this little image down here in the bottom. Hopefully my big head's not covering it up. If it is, my apologies. You know, let's do this. I'm gonna shut off my, oh, you guys can see it down there. Perfect. Good. This is Tom, this is GIMP. This is GIMP. Great question, by the way, buddy. Wayne Blinko, how you doing, buddy? Can't stay too long. We'll catch up on a replay. Hope all is well. I did a 4-hour writing session this morning. All good my end. Nice. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I was talking with somebody yesterday that did over 300,000 words in Nano. Crazy. Nuts. All right. Back to it here. See, look, I get so easily distracted. So I've highlighted my guy now, and I'm going to hit Control period to fill it with this palette over here. When you hit control period, it will fill with the foreground color. If you hit control comma is the foreground color, and control period would be the background color. I've already got it pretty much defaulted to black and white anytime I start. I'm going to hit control comma, and if I turn off this layer, you'll see a black layer here. Now you're probably going to go, why are you doing that for? Okay, next thing is we're going to deselect this selection here. Control Shift and A will deselect it. We've got this black layer that's below here. What I want to do is I'm going to create a little bit more of a shadow to make me pop out a little bit more from the background. We're going to go into blur underneath filters, Gaussian blur, and then I got some presets here, but you can manually turn them up and turn them down. You see how that is? Let's just zoom in here. So we'll hit reset. You see that? Ooh, such a difference. So I'm going to hit background color because that's about 15. I have it preset. When you want to do a preset, by the way, you just hit the little plus symbol and you'll be able to save it on whatever setting you've done. So I'm going to hit OK. And then usually I find if I double it up, it looks good. There we go. So I duplicated it and then I'm going to merge down. Okay, so we're cooking on the front burner right now. Something that my old video producer used to tell me was the colors are great, saturation's awesome, but sometimes it distracts. So what he always recommended was oversaturating it, darkening it, like so. Now, my thumbnail guy does a way better job. Like, he does a fantastic job. So I've just changed the color a little bit. I wrote almost 3,000 the other night. Nice. I always love a 3,000 word writing session. Man, I'm usually jazzed about that. I wrote 8,500 words for Nano yesterday. Good Lord. MV McKenzie. Okay, so this is going to say how to, and I'm going to change this, publish a book on, okay, so I'm going to highlight this whole thing here. By the way, this is with the text. My apologies if I'm just blazing through stuff. So if you guys get lost, please let me know. We're going to go over to the tool options on the right side. I'm going to hit the box so it's dynamic. So it puts all of the text in one spot. This text is entirely too large. We're going to hit 50 for the font size and I'm going to press enter. Much better. This is more like it. Now, I know I want to switch this to a particular font style called Babos New. I just type that on in there. Now we need to kind of get it to pop out from the background, so I click on the color, change the color to white. Perfect. Now we can adjust the size here. This looks good. And by the way, I'm eyeballing this. This is from years of just doing this, that I just look at some stuff. So that's why I automatically went over to this tool over here. So this is the shape tool, the rectangle tool. And what I did was I just highlighted it right over top of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a transparent layer below it. You're going to see what I'm doing here in just a second. You're going to go, oh, that makes sense. I'm going to click back on this. I'm going to move it out just a little bit. You see how I'm kind of framing this out? Maybe just a little bit more here on the left-hand side. We'll take a little more from the bottom. Used to do this on Twitch years ago. Okay, so now I'm going to make this one white. You're going to find out why in just a second. By the way, hit Control-Shift-A to deselect. I just selected the letters now. We're going to come back to the letters, and I'm going to go ahead and make them black again. Perfect. There we go. I'm going to right-click on this, white layer, alpha to selection. So we're going to select it. Here's a really cool thing. We can just crop it down. So I'm going to go over to crop to selection underneath layer, and boom, it's just that little spot here. We're going to go ahead and make it grow underneath select. 16 sounds good. It might be a little too large, but I don't care. Graphics guy will get it all cleaned up anyways. He might even not even use the box. We're gonna boom. Great. It's just too large. It looks like a Sesame Street sign. Grow. Let's try 8. Yes. That's better. Okay, we've got that blank layer. Control comma fills it with black. I'm going to come back down here and I want to make sure that I crop to selection again. becomes a little bit of an issue. Now we've got these two layers that we can just merge together, that black and the white. Oops. We're going to merge together. There we go. All right, and I'm going to create a separate folder. Dragging and dropping it right into that folder. So that way, if I want to move it around, I can do that as one full group. Granted, I can probably just merge it all if I wanted to, but we're going to leave that one as is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Amazon logo, boom, Shift S is for resizing. I'm going to try to take up as much of this spot as I can because I can always just make it smaller. When you have something too small and you got to resize it, sometimes it pixelates in GIMP. All right, now I know I need to switch this out to white color, but I don't want to switch the orange smile. I'm going to hit the rectangle tool. We're going to highlight right over top of this. I'm going to zoom in real close by hitting Control and using the scroll wheel on my mouse. All right, so we're not touching that. Everything looks clean. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to Colors. And, no, excuse me. Yeah, Colors. Invert. Boom. Needs to be brightened up a little bit. I'm going to go underneath Colors again. We're going to hit Brightness and Contrast. We're going to kick that contrast right up. You can do the brightness as well, but that really doesn't matter as much because now it's pure white. All right, Control-Shift-S will deselect. So we've got that all set. I kind of like how that's turned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge that text with the box there, and then I'm going to resize it just a bit more. So that way it's about the same size as the Amazon. And I'm going to just put small text. This is usually not advisable by the big YouTube experts, but I'm going to do it anyways. Full unedited walkthrough. You know, it's more of a follow along. You know, why don't we just say footage? This is the issues I deal with on a regular basis. Okay, I like the text. That's fine. Let's go over here, though, make it dynamic. We're going to change it to white. And you know what? I would like to see this probably in Sego. There we go. Something a little smaller. Oops. Cool. We're going to make this pop just a little bit more, though. Right select, alpha to selection. I'm going to do a new layer on the here at the bottom. Move it down. Control, comma. We're going to do it with some black background here. Control Shift A will deselect. We're going to go into filters, hit blur, then Gaussian blur, and then we can select some. I think 15 will probably be good. Again, I'm doing presets. You may not have this on your GIMP, obviously, but you can set that by hitting the plus symbol. Kind of like it. It's not bad. I'm going to merge. I'm going to duplicate it and then merge down. How does it look with one more? Yeah, no. Okay, M will do the move tool. I'm going to click right on it, and then we can go ahead and move it over. See how the shadow's moving? Okay, and then let's rotate this a little bit. R. See, again, better to be too big than too small. I think what I'll do is I'm going to move the entire thing. M to do the move tool. Yeah, there we go. It's framed out a little better. It's a little snug, probably not something I'd normally do. And I just feel like the background, it's not bad. I shouldn't get too anal retentive on it. All right, let's go to me here. I'm going to pop up the color saturation on just a little bit. Just a little. Almost like I've been out in the sun a little bit. Not too much. And then we will go contrast, just a touch of the contrast. Okay. And then filters. Sharpen. I usually just do the preset. All right. I'm going to hit save, of course, Control S. Control Shift E will export. And I want to export this to PNG. You can do it in JPEG as well, and all you have to do is just type it. Okay. You know what? I need to do it one more time for my Floxy guy. Control Shift E. I'm going to make this a PSD file so it's easy for him to open. All right, 529. 529 DSC 00529. I got to remember that because when I put in an order for a better version of this thumbnail, my graphics guy has something. So we're good. We're going to close this one out. We won't need, I'm going to move this off to the side. Okay, so we've got a thumbnail. Left click on this. We went into downloads, full KDP tutorial. Left click on that. Looks great. I never have to worry about cropping the image. Boom. All right, so if you are subscribed to theselfpublishinghub.com, you will be seeing this in 2 seconds. I've been uploading a boatload of footage here on this site here. Let's go into collections real quick because I want to make sure that it has made it into the, oh, you know what? I forgot to set something. We're going to go back here. Okay, self-publishing with Dale behind the scenes. So that's our collection and category. Self-publishing with Dale behind the scenes 2023. I'm going to go edit in here. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, add a video. We're going to select the video that we just optimized. I'm going to drag and move it all the way up. I probably should just leave it at the bottom, but I enjoy having it to where when people open the app or the website and go into this particular category, they see the newest thing first. See, these are the better thumbnails. Mine, Save changes. Okay. And then I go into organize next, and I just want to double check and make sure that it's made it into the self-publishing with Dale behind the scenes content. And there it is at the very top. Pretty cool, right? And then if I wanted to, I can move it around, but we're not going to bother. Search engine optimization. This is where I could be able to fill in everything that I want to. And one of the things you notice is I am trying to get search for self-publishing with Dale. So if someone tries to search up self-publishing with Dale, I'm hoping they'll get my website. Of course, they'll get my videos, but these courses should get the rub. I had used another service provider out of respect to Uscreen. I'm not going to mention their names. And to this day, I am still getting search engine traffic to that old course. It was for the DIY publishing course, which you can still get in the selfpublishinghub.com. And that's the beginner's course is 100% free, by the way, if I haven't told you this before. But at any rate, I am trying to hit search traffic for the term for self-publishing with Dale. Now, if you go over, you'll notice that there's a bit more context here when you read the description. Go behind the scenes of self-publishing with Dale on YouTube. You notice here, boom, boom, boom. Dale L. Roberts publishes content about self-publishing. I probably could change this up a little bit, but I'm pretty happy with it. So there we go. All right, let's go over here. And now I'm going to hook you guys up inside the channel memberships. Open. All right, and I'm going to hit members only. Done. All right, channel members on the main channel. You guys should have access officially to the How I Published the KDP book in real time. Members only. Done. Save. Close it out. Okay, so if you guys are channel members, make sure that you are going and getting access to the latest video. And again, if you want to see even more videos like that, I highly recommend you hop over to theselfpublishinghub.com. Big shout out and thank you to the folks Uscreen for making this possible. They give me access for free as long as I'm sharing it here with you folks. Really love what they do. I'm not going to lie, it's really cool. If you do have an Apple phone, you can get the Self-Publishing Hub on Apple. Unfortunately, I had every intention of expanding to the other apps, including Android and Roku and things like that. But life got in the way. We'll get it eventually rolled out. I will keep you guys abreast. For now, it's on Apple. You can get that there. Again, it's $9.99 per month. And if you want to see about setting up your own site and video on demand service, man, I'll tell you, Uscreen is the place to do it. Really, really great. You can do it for 14 days as a free trial. If you go over and visit dalelinks.com/U, as in the letter U, screen. Uscreen is awesome, fantastic. I've been working with them for over a year now, and I have the intention of continuing to work with Uscreen. So I happily endorse these guys. They're fantastic. Really, really good. I haven't even shown you everything that's involved in this. Unfortunately, since there are some areas that are sensitive, for instance, like my subscribers or the people that are subscribed to this, if I open it up, it's going to show everybody's email addresses. So you see why there's a little bit of privacy issues. I can't just share that. I'd have to do that in a video where I cover a little bit more about Uscreen. And speaking of, tomorrow, right about 11:15 a.m. there's going to be a new video shooting out on the main channel. So if you're not subscribed to the main channel, yes, I've got two channels. A lot of people don't realize this. Go over to dalelinks.com/YouTube. It'll take you to the main channel. Those are more brief videos that are a lot more edited. They're more high production. The podcast here, it's just me. Like, I get to riff with you guys. I get to hang out. I don't need to worry about reading from a script every single time that I sit down for the podcast. Anytime that I get some nincompoop that says something inside the, I was using kindergarten terms. What are you going to do about it? Every now and then I just get some people that get really like, could you get to the point? It's a podcast. This is the tone that I take. This is who I am and what I'm like in real life. You don't like it, get lost. I got no time for you, honestly. And you don't have time for me. What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't like something, leave. That's just that simple. All right. J-Vlog, please fire away. Can I point out a small mistake you made during the stream, or should I DM you on Discord? If you're talking about using GIMP, yeah, you very well can. You have every liberty of telling me I did something wrong, because I am not good at graphic design. No, I'm not going to lie. Now, it has got me to the point where I've got, collectively almost 100,000 subscribers between YouTube channels. But I tried my hand at doing cover design and got modest results. So if that's what you want to pick apart, go ahead. But honestly, you're probably talking to the wrong person, because I've got a graphic designer who handles most of that stuff anyway. Okay, so, all right, we are going to start to wrap up today's broadcast. I was going to put in an order here for Floxy, but I'm going to probably do a little later today. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for coming and hanging out with me here on this fine Friday, the first Friday of the month. I will be doing another quarterly get-together here for Uscreen in March. So the first Friday in March, come on over and join me. Not GIMP. Yeah, hit me up. I'm getting ready to disconnect. Go hit me on Discord there, buddy. All right, take care, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and big shout out and thank you to the fine folks that are channel members. Take care, folks. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Special shout out to my channel members for both the podcast channel and the main channel. Without your support, some projects we do at Self-Publishing with Dale would be much harder to fund. If you want to contribute to the cause, visit dalelinks.com/memberships for details and get your on-screen shout out at the end of each broadcast. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon.